Hi,
recording.
Hello, recording.
Hello.
Also, hi, Kate.
Hello.
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 All right.
It's unusual.
So where we last left off, the group was on their way to the Undercity to investigate a strange tunnel that had appeared beneath Ultantix.
I'm getting some
Fucking
weird buzzing from somebody.
Hello?
Oh, it's not happening now.
The group was heading towards a weird tunnel that had appeared beneath Ultantix's streets. They were driving down the central highway when they were stopped for a routine traffic check by an Arbites judge. Attila attempted to throw him off the group's trail, but unfortunately did not succeed, at which point Yarick attempted to stab the Arbites in the back with a giant sword, and Attila beat him over the head with a monoclone. And I believe did I have us roll initiative before we left? I did. So we're just starting the fight immediately in initiative order.
Harley, can I roll initiative?
Yes, absolutely. Remember to select your character token.
Fuck me, I did not do that.
It's okay, you haven't actually rolled it yet. Alright, let me just make sure we are in the correct order. We are...
Now I have to go hop on another work call. I'll be right back.
Goodbye. It switched who was in the order. Yes, it was like this. It was Yui and then Yari. Yui, you have first turn. If I recall, I believe you were in the back of the car.
Yes.
Was Yui in a seat that has access to a door?
Good question.
Because remember, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you plus the PDF driver inside this vehicle. So at least 2 of you are sitting in a middle seat.
I'll be honest, I did kind of picture Yui sitting in the middle of the car.
I appreciate your narrative honesty. I will tell you there is a rear window, so you can see the fight through the window behind you.
I was going to suggest, yeah, if I've got that vision through the rear window, that Yui was just gonna lean back, like all the way backwards to look upside down through the window and just say, "Oh well, ACAB targeting."
ACAB targeting. You are. It is a very cramped space. Are you using your pistol or your full las gun?
I think that would depend on whether the full las gun would like deafen the people I was firing it next to.
Las guns, while they do make a very distinctive noise, are actually not particularly loud.
Oh yeah, I suppose it's an energy weapon, isn't it? It's just, yeah, just gonna be kind of a loud hiss at worst. Yeah, I'm gonna fire with the full-on las gun.
All right.
My big souped-up las gun from last session.
No.
Let's see.
Give me 2 seconds. I just want to make sure we've got everything written down correctly. You know what I will say, Em? The new edition of Adobe is loading this PDF much faster. Yeah, okay. Are you firing a single shot to get your red dot sight bonus, or are you going for a full auto?
I'm gonna go single shot to the dome.
Alright. Now, it will also allow you to aim.
Full aim.
Half aim.
Oh, sorry, half aim. Half aim. Are we calling that short range or?
It's short range.
Short range. Okay. Standard. Because, and then, yeah, what was the modifier for the red dot sight? Was it
So,
like a +5 or something? I'm sure it's written down somewhere.
it's in the special abilities for your las gun. It's +10 for the red dot, but -30 for shooting into melee. So it's going to be a -20.
-20 modifier.
Yeah.
So this is going to be like 50-50 basically. Let's see.
That's a green number.
Well, alright.
If I recall correctly, he did try to dodge Atella's attack. Let me just go and make sure that's true. Mono Club hit. Oh, there's no dodge there.
I think he attempting to dodge.
Oh! He tried to dodge Atella's sword. Or not Atella's sword, Yarick's sword, but failed. But he still didn't use up his dodge, so go ahead and give him damage.
Damage.
Hot diggity damn. Please roll a D100
That's a
for
lot
me
of
to see if...
damage.
Well, we have to see if the Emperor's Fury sings. Roll me that D100. Rage is on your side today. Roll me a D10.
Oh, goddamn.
Alright, so that is 17 damage to the left arm. He is wearing pretty hefty armor, and this is a las gun with Pen 1 because of the overcharge pack. So that is going to be 17 minus... minus 6. Yeah, minus 6. So he takes 11 points of damage. And it is Yarick's turn. Those of you in the car, you just watch Yui contort his body in a way that no mortal human could, to like twist like halfway backwards and upside down and just take a shot straight out from the back of the windshield, leaving behind a glowing red circle of like molten glass.
Sick. I'm gonna fall out by trying to stab him again.
Stab him again. Don't forget, as long as you do nothing but attack, you get to take 2 attacks a turn.
Yay! Okay, roll to hit. One day I'll remember this. Do I have fame with the sword?
Not if you're taking 2 attacks.
Swear. Standard modifier?
You have plus 10 because Atella is also fighting him in melee.
Yay!
That hits.
13 damage.
13 damage. Real quick. 13. He has 5 armor. Pen 2 brings it down to 3. Plus his. Oh, hold up. I did this earlier math wrong. This should actually be 10. And then you've done 5 minus this 13 minus 6 is 13 minus 6 is 7, so he's at 17 wounds. Your next attack, please.
Never mind.
I mean, you hit once. You did pretty good damage.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's wearing like.
Wait, does he have 6 armor or does he have 8?
He has 6 armor and 3 toughness.
Oh, okay. Did the penetration deal with toughness?
Penetration deals with armor. So it reduced his overall damage reduction from 9 to 7. Oh, hold up. I'm really bad at math today. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's okay.
That's actually 16.
Cool. Someone else's turn.
Hi, Rob. Welcome back. This guy's getting pieced the fuck up, if I'm being real. Yui fucking did some weird cogboy shit to like twist around in his seat to shoot out through the back windshield with a las gun, and then Yarrick stabbed him in the fucking like back with a greatsword again.
Hell yeah.
Atella, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I take out my force hammer?
Trading your mono club for your force hammer would be a half action.
Okay.
Which would leave you with enough time to hit, but you won't be able to psychic charge your hammer this turn.
Yeah, well, I'll take it out and hit him with it.
Okay.
Because Atela's like, well, if we're gonna kill this cop, we're gonna kill the cop, and then takes out her hammer.
Atella, a cop, but not really. A cap, hammer time.
Hammer time. Will they hit? I do not have aim.
You do not.
I did not charge any modifier.
You have like the double team feat, right?
Yes.
So I think you get plus 20 from Yarrick.
Yay! I'll think like that. Bonk.
Bonk. He doesn't have any reaction, so go ahead and roll me damage.
Damage. 20 damage.
Roll me a D100 because you rolled a 10 in there. Yeah.
100.
Roll me a D10. So, Yui twists back to blast out through the rear windshield. Yarrick unleashes a flurry of sword blows. And then Atella, what unholy devastation do you bring upon this man's poor body?
I think it's too horrible to describe in this recording. Just know that the trunk was open, right?
No, you would close the trunk.
Okay. Attila swings the hammer down. There is a very juicy sound, and then Attila opens the trunk, and there is the sound of a body being thrown into the trunk. And Attila steps around to her side of the car. It's like, nothing happened here.
Attila sits down in the fucking passenger seat. Just one half of her body just completely drenched in gore. Nothing happened. Drive.
Yarick completely silently gets back in the car.
Yarick also completely drenched one half of her body in gore.
Yeah, but she's wearing black. It just looks wet. It would have been raining.
Who is Yarick sitting next to? Like, is Yarick in like the middle back seat or the back seat?
Presumably Yarick is now in one of the side seats, because if she was in the middle beforehand, that person has now budged over.
True. If I recall, Rennick is our other middle seater, sitting in like the very middle of the car. Is that accurate?
Yeah, no, Rennick's full bitch seat.
Cool.
That is
So
usually where you put the important person.
So Yarick, do you slide in to sit next to Rennick or sit next to Yui? Because this affects a thing going forward.
I mean, is there a free seat in either? Are there two free seats, or is there only one?
There's one free seat, but I'm letting you decide who that free seat is next to.
Oh, word.
Okay, cool. Yui, you don't have a stomach. You can't be sickened.
So I only stabbed him and got in the blast range of M's hammer. I think this is successful.
All I'm saying is that there's a certain level of violence that Rennick is used to, being hive scum, and watching someone be unmade with a Grey Knight demon hammer is not one of those. Anyway.
This hammer is made to kill things very much larger than a human man. There was some collateral damage.
It's a force hammer, isn't it?
Yes.
I was gonna say, you have to turn the force on though, right?
Yeah. I did not turn it on, but it's still a fucking...
Yeah, I was gonna say,
gigantic.
it might not even be blood if the force was on. It would just be eviscerated.
Yeah, it turns into a mist if the force is on.
I said we throw body to moving car within car accident.
That's a good idea.
Or we just take it lower and dump it where no one's going to look for it anyway.
That's true.
Everybody on the way down to the Undercity after watching this happen.
Almost everybody. They're doing good shit.
Yarick jamming in the back like.
All Yuri does is just look at the roof of the car and just touch the roof and say, "Sorry about the window, we'll get you a new one."
Get you. The PDF trooper, when you say that, Yui, like, has to, like, very slightly ease up on the throttle because for some reason the engine upcycles into the next gear on its own.
Garrett looks at you.
Stop making the
Looks
car
at the
excited.
Stop making the cars.
I have no control over the machine spirit.
Is there a machine spirit in a car?
There's a machine
There's a machine
spirit.
spirit in every machine.
There's a machine, yeah, in anything that is even slightly mechanical or more technologically advanced than a stick.
Wow.
Technically
Machine
speaking,
spirits.
yeah, technically speaking, there's a machine spirit.
Automatic, baby.
Technically speaking, there's a machine spirit in your mono club because you made it a mono club.
Oh.
You wouldn't ask if a rat had a soul.
The rest of the trip through, we can clear these out. The rest of the trip through down the highway to your destination is clear. You are once again stopped at the under high barricade. It is the same trooper as last time who stops you and says, "Really? This again? You didn't even give me back the jump packs last time."
Oh, hey. It's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Do we even... What did we do with the jump packs?
We still have them.
Didn't the couple break?
What?
Can we just hand those over as if we were bringing them down? Like, oh yeah, obviously. Like they're just under the seat in front, like it's a fucking airline luggage situation.
Well, okay, so here's
We're
the...
here. We came specifically to give you the jump packs back.
He's like, you didn't even bring it back. Everyone in unison, leaning under the
Here it
seat in
is.
front, withdrawing their jump pack, like, ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah, I guess if you wanted to do that, you could do that.
Funny story though, we do want to use them.
We do want to use why are you even going down there? No one wants to go down to the under high once, let alone twice.
We had such a
Listen.
good time last time.
There's this dish down there, it's like chips. Well, it's kind of like chips, but mostly, like, they've put their own spin on it, and the spin is probably rats. But, like, there really is genuinely nothing like it. And I tried to tell this to, like, the second sister of my cousin's aunt. And she was like, there's no such thing as good food in the Undercity. And I was like, well, I have business down there anyway, but also I will definitely bring you back this fucking gourmet dish that they make in the Undercity. And she bet me literally 100 credits that I could not, so I now need to go get the dish. Please and thank you.
Okay, but again,
Sounds like
you
a
can't,
life story.
again, you can't take a car down.
Okay, everybody out of the car.
I want to point out that we couldn't take a car down because the governor said we couldn't. Was that correct, young man?
Yes, it was an ordinance passed in order to prevent the growing gang escalation.
Oh, Bet. Do you have that piece of paper on you, bud?
I mean, it's not...
Do you have a piece of paper?
It's not a piece of paper. Do you think I'm worth paper?
You ought to think more of yourself, young man.
Do you have that servo skull?
Do you have that servo? Yes, I have the servo skull.
Pass it here.
It, like, one, servo skulls are like, they float on their own. So like a little servo skull from like a giant swarm of them that is just kind of omnipresent throughout the Hive City breaks off from the swarm and trundles on down and floats into the car over to Remick.
Rennick lays his hand on it, and like he's giving a fucking blessing, is like, I hereby give us permission to fucking pass. Please and thank you. Signed, Governor Rennick.
I am ticking up an event.
Why?
Because Rennick is exercising
You
governmental
said I couldn't
authority.
use my. You said we couldn't use our rosette. You didn't say I couldn't use my permanent authority.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. The servo skull takes a moment. It scans your face, and then it floats out of the car over to the guard. And the PDF trooper's like, "How the fuck did you become governor?"
I have an excellent mind for business, and I'm probably definitely being set up as a fall guy.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Open the gate. M is correct. Actually, you're taking a car down here. I am gonna dig up gang events.
No, that feels fair.
Especially
I am
after
valid.
constantly being told we don't let cars down here because of all the gangs.
Yeah, no, that one.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but also we can't be in
What's
the
the
car.
reason? Is it that they don't want the gangs to like have the ability to have the car, or
It's because we don't want the gangs to know what cars are, because if they find out
Okay.
you're driving
So-
vehicles, they're going to tell the church.
The reason the guy said it last time is because cars are just like they basically are mining cars for every piece they can take out of them. So if you bring your card out here, it's basically just going to become a shell of a car.
So, to that point, Harley, shouldn't the gang event only uptick if we lose the car?
I think
You're
no.
gonna lose the car.
We just gave the
No,
order
cars.
that all cars can go down there.
No, that's not what I said. That's very definitely not what I said.
Our car specifically.
I said that we were gonna go. I was giving us passage. Please and thank you.
Now hold on here. You did not specify who is in we.
You are correct. I did not technically specify who was in we.
Semantics.
Semantics.
It's all semantics.
Government.
It's the government.
No, you know what? No, you know what? I would say, can I make the argument that Rennick is better at fucking doublespeak than I am?
I don't think Rennick is.
Good roll.
He's a
Yeah,
fucking
roll for
swindler by trade. Like, let
Yes,
me roll for it.
yes, but
No, he's got a bunch of skills in blather essentially.
fine. You may roll me blather, but because it's after the fact, take a -15.
Bet. This is FYI not technically what blather does, but I think we're fine.
This is all for all the
I'm gonna
Nope.
fake point that. That sucks. Hold on. I at least want a slightly less catastrophic.
Slightly less kind of-
Hey!
Hey, it's green.
Okay. You have successfully blathered the servo skull, and it is in fact only you and your group that are allowed past the gate. However, I'm making an amendment here. If you manage to bring the car back with you, I will then reduce gang events by a tick.
Query,
Challenge, everyone.
counterpoint DM. Do we have to bring it back, or do we have to just render its parts unusable by someone else? If the issue is that it can be, if the issue is that it can be harvested for parts that will unstabilize the underworld, right? If it can't be harvested for parts, it doesn't upset the ecosystem of the underworld.
See, the problem is that you're suggesting that you scuttle the car.
Technically, my thought was I might be able to convince the car to scuttle itself, but yes.
The people who would do that for you are your cog boys. So realistically speaking, you would have to convince Argyle and Yui that it's worth scuttling the car.
And me and Yui don't fuck with machine spirits unless we have to.
Okay,
Promise the machine spirit could have a new window.
Here was legitimately my thought process. Can we have one of the code boys talk to the car and be like, listen, we're coming back for you, we're gonna give you that new windshield, but if anyone tries to dismantle you, go out in a blaze of fucking glory, my guy. Just like catastrophic on that.
I don't know, can they? That's quite a big sell to a sentient being. Like, listen,
Yeah, Yui,
I
if you
don't
feel
think
like
you're
lying
actually
to
on old sports.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So DM,
Yeah.
do we have to return with this car specifically? Or would any vehicle do that? The balance. Because everything should.
Okay. So to answer Kate's question, the machine spirit in the car is not complex enough to understand a command like that. This isn't like the machine spirit that lives inside a spaceship or a computer. This is a very simple creature who understands turn on and turn off.
That's fair.
To answer your question, T, you could in theory lose this vehicle and bring a different vehicle back in order to maintain equilibrium. You would just have to take that vehicle from someone else who has it.
Fair enough. Just making sure we're keeping our options open. But we won't lose the car. What could go wrong?
Thanks, John Lee, who gave me a lot of confidence with that one.
What was that, Argyle?
We won't lose the car, right, guys? The episode where the gang was.
Dude, where's my car?
We literally all get out of the car and it's just immediately like...
As previously established, once the gate is open, it is about a 7-hour drive down the primary highway to the actual like earth and dirt that is the bottom of the underhive, which is where you are going.
And we're not getting these gangers cornered from this car.
At the 3.5 hour mark, I'll put you right here, I need someone to roll me a D100.
I would like to do that.
The driver alone, absolutely. 18. Okay. Rob. I need you to roll me a D10 plus 2. About halfway through. The driver is complex. The driver is complex enough to do that, but he's also a human being and not a death trooper aboard the largest Rogue Trader Dynasty's ship. He will not kill himself unless you make it very much worth his time.
Worth his time to kill himself?
Yeah, by like torturing him first.
Well, I mean, that's up to the gangs.
Anyways, about halfway down, the section of highway you are on is shelled.
No, we don't even have to worry about blowing up the car. They're going to do it for us.
By what? By a fucking hive scum DIY artillery setup.
Oh, we'll be fine. I mean, they'll get 2 rounds off and then they'll blow themselves up.
They get 2 rounds up. They get 4 rounds off, and then they blow themselves up.
Suck it, Rob.
The PDF driver is going to be making 4 drive tests.
Good for him.
I will remind you all, the PDF driver has a drive skill of 25.
Okay, great.
And for every one of these checks he fails, the car is going to take a D10 plus 5 damage. And if the car takes over 25 damage, it will explode. At which point, everyone embarked will need to make a dodge test to disembark.
To dodge the explosion.
Yes, to dodge the explosion. Now, the first test. He dodges the shell.
Can we help with these?
Attila, as the person in the passenger seat, how would you help in this situation?
Putting your hand on his side.
Put his hand on his thigh. That will just distract him.
God rushing. No.
I feel like someone here can like do some kind of. I don't think I have anything for this. Precognition. Can I use precognition, which is a psychic power, to predict where the shells are going to be to aid his dodge?
You may absolutely use precognition. Roll psychic test.
Can we, in unison, start singing "Bat Out of Hell" in the back seat to like increase his vibe?
First, we need to do an insight check to figure out what genre of music he's into before we start doing background vocals. Like, he may be more of a Speed Drive by Charlie XCX guy. We don't know.
That's valid. I withdraw the statement.
Do I have any modifiers to the psychic test? I don't know how modifiers on a psychic test work.
Modifiers on a psychic test would increase or decrease the number of dice you roll. They're very hard to come by. We usually get modifiers on psychic tests in this particular iteration of the game by like having access to like specialized psychic amplifiers or doing demon shit. You are a cultist. You could do demon shit.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Yeah. So just roll your psychic test. No modifiers. Any of those 9s. One of those is a 9. Please roll me a psychic phenomena.
How do I do that?
You just roll a. Okay, hold on. So. When a psyker focuses their powers, they invite When a psyker rolls a 9 on any of the dice used to manifest a power, they invoke phenomena and must roll on the table once for each 9 rolled. Each phenomena can open the doorway to darker things. So you just roll a D100. This is a test. This is a test, which means you can re-roll this. With fate.
Do I know what the result is before I re-roll it, or do I have to?
If I tell you the result, it's locked in.
Well, I'm pretty sure rolling very high is bad on these, so I'm going to use a fate point. So maybe we don't have a demon spawn in our car.
Okay. Please.
Okay.
12. Okay. On a 12, Brave Chills the temperature drops sharply for a few seconds, and a fine coating of frost covers everything within 3d10 meters of the Psyker. Please roll me 3d10L. 22 meters of fine frost spread
Love
out.
a driving hazard.
Spread out. One. Spread out inside the car. You're all covered in a thin layer of just frozen humidity at this point. And then it spreads out past the car, all around the vehicle for 22 meters. So, M, your precognition gives what, plus 10 to dodge?
Yes.
Okay, your precognition gives plus 10 to his dodge roll. However, the icy
Driving on ice is a minus 20.
the icy conditions are going to give him minus 20 on his next dodge roll. Not this current one.
Okay.
The third one.
Yay.
So he has to beat a 35 on this dodge.
Okay.
Beats
Yay.
a 35. You actually save damage on this. Because he was 25 before.
Woohoo!
And now he has to beat a 5.
Oh, what the fuck? Why does he have to beat a 5?
Minus 20 from ice.
Is it minus 20 but also plus 20? Or plus 10?
Do you want to do precognition again?
I mean, it's constant once I turn it on. As long as his power is active.
Oh, is it?
As long as his power is active, you gain a plus 10 bonus to dodge and weapon skill test and to parry incoming blows. Sustained, yes.
Oh, fascinating. Okay. Well, he would still fail on a 38.
Oh no!
So the car is going to take. The car takes only 15 damage as a DIY shell hits the car directly on the fucking hits directly on the cab. Like this explosive hits the roof of the car right above Rennick's head, goes off and shreds the roof of the car open.
Can I attempt to help us, tangentially speaking?
Elaborate.
I was also.
I would like to stick my head out of a window, like my upper body out of a window or the sunroof, wave frantically in the direction the shells are coming from, and start shouting that I stole this motherfucker fair and square and they should stop shelling me. I just want to confuse them. I'm a fucking scum too. This is scum on scum violence.
Well, they've
and I want them to stop.
hit us.
Yeah, they should stop. They shouldn't.
We might be. What I was gonna ask is that because Ishta always rides in the front.
There's only two front seats.
Well, never mind that.
You could be behind the driver.
I'll be behind the driver. Could Ishta, seeing how bad this man is, try to grab the wheel at the last second?
He's doing great. He's doing fine.
We just got blown up.
A little bit.
That's the thing. He is doing great. He is doing fine. And District can't have that. No one can make it out of the car ride with Ishta alive.
Okay. So Rennick, if you would like, you may stand up in the now exploded roof of the car and attempt to scream out to the artillery crew that you stole this fair and square. Please roll. Is this actually what Blather is for? Bullshitting people?
No, weirdly, Blather is for using bullshit to distract people specifically.
Okay, so this would just be a regular deception then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, go ahead and roll deception for me at minus 30, because you are attempting to be overheard while surrounded by explosions and also at a great distance.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. I don't have anything. No, I don't have a sneaky. I don't have a sneaky air horn on me, so that's fine. So minus 20, yeah.
Minus 30.
Thank you. Oh my god, that would have been cool.
We're gonna die.
Oh, yikes.
Yarick, Rennick, you attempt to stand up and misjudge the speed at which the car is moving. And please make a agility test for me.
No.
To not be thrown about inside the car.
Just straight agility.
Great agility.
And meanwhile,
Oh, it was
just grab the wheel.
Well, I mean, if we did a hit, that was
We're gonna flip the car and fucking die.
Panic, you stand up to yell, and immediately as you stand, the driver has to get out of the way of another shell, and you fucking slam your head into a bit of jagged metal, and take 7 points of damage.
That
Roll
was
for concussion. Roll for internal.
How can we see where we're being shot at from?
No, it's coming from below the highway.
7. So that's 7 wounds.
Yes.
Oh,
Whatever armor, this is still affected by like your armor and toughness, so it's
okay.
so like
So to the head. So
to the head.
minus 2. So 5.
So like,
Do you not have head armor?
I thought I picked up a hood.
There's
I
no
don't
way.
see it.
Hold
I
on.
don't see it on my list, but I thought I bought a hood specifically so I didn't get shot in the head. But I only see my flak jacket.
And a chain coat marked Zelda's.
Yeah, that I don't think my chain coat has head coverage either.
I don't think
I
so.
thought I was going to sell a chain coat and buy I think it was like a chain hood or something. I forget exactly what it is, but clearly I did not do it.
Yeah. Okay. Ishta, please roll for me a drive test, a contested drive test. To see who has control of the car for this final dodge.
This might drive. So how the fuck are people shooting at us from below? Like, are we just driving like?
They're firing mortars at us.
Oh, so they're arcing over. I thought it was like bullets or rockets or something. Like, are we just being shot at and the driver is like still like, I have to drive and like traffic safety, and we're like, just move over to the middle, they won't be able to hit us, and he's like, the rules of the road must be obeyed.
Ishta, you got more degrees of success than the driver did. You are in control of the car. Please roll a drive test to avoid the final shell.
I still have my precognition. Are we out of the ice?
You are out of the ice, but your precognition was activated specifically to aid the PDF trooper, and Ishta's interference is not something you foresaw. And so it is not something your precognition can apply for unless you want to recast it.
So I have a question.
What's
Did I
up?
get a bonus because my hand is somewhere? guided by
If you want to give me like a dope fucking prayer, then maybe if it's dope enough. While you're thinking, Attila, are you recasting precognition?
I guess I'll try it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me your 2d10 for psychic nonsense.
2d10 psychic nonsense. 11.
What is that +4 coming from?
Willpower, maybe? I don't know.
Hold on, let me...
Is this not the button I should be hitting?
Oh no, it does add your willpower bonus. I just didn't know that. Alright, so you do have precognition up, and you haven't created a new patch of ice.
Yay!
Now, you're giving Ishta another 15 seconds to think about a dope prayer.
Okay, so Ishta grabs the wheel and says, I shall drive this vehicle into the heart of the darkness of this undercity and bring the light of the Emperor to the motherfuckers shelling us and burn them from the inside out.
Sure. Go ahead and make this roll with +10 from precognition and +10 from the Emperor's guidance. It's gonna be really funny when you fall.
No, I'm fake putting it.
He said, Emperor protect, and the Emperor went, you're on your own.
The Emperor protect. You're right, I didn't end the prayer. You're right. You're right. Should bring it in to burn these motherfuckers from the inside out. The Emperor protects. I apologize.
Yay!
See, I just had to end that amen, essentially.
Gotta say the magic words.
With 3 degrees of success on the final dodge test, you bring the car out of range of the mortars. You shift over into the oncoming traffic lane, which is empty because there are no other cars, which also just happens to be outside of the arc of mortar fire. Because again, as you all were saying, he could have just drove a little bit to the left.
There are no other cars on the road because
It's
there are no cars
important.
down here.
The rules are important. The rest of your drive is uneventful. If anybody has Medicae's skill, you have enough time to administer some first aid to Rennick, who is bleeding rather profusely from a cut on the forehead.
I hope we've all learned a valuable
Europe
lesson.
doesn't have Medicae as a skill, so is going to just draw a knife from their belt and say, right begin to swell. You must make more holes in the head to make mistakes.
I don't think
Hard
that
pass.
works.
Anybody have Medicae?
I believe we have an entire party
About
without
buying it.
What was that, Yui?
I don't have it yet, but I was thinking about buying it. Because it's only 100 points.
What XP should we get?
I get it next time.
I believe you are all at 3,500.
I don't believe I can. Because I know we're allowed one. We're allowed one Uzi purchase. I'm just trying to get through to my scum skills to see.
If I even get Medicaid, I think I do.
Argyle, I've updated your character sheet with the appropriate amount of XP because I forgot you missed the session.
Yep. Thank you. I'm at 3,500 right?
Yeah.
It's just too busy now. Can't do it anymore.
Oh, I can buy. I could have bought Medicaid. Am I looking in the wrong place? I could have bought it like 2 levels ago, or 2 tiers ago.
Scum get Medicaid?
Yeah. Outcast.
I guess for all the times they get their concussions.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you want to spend the 200 XP, you can get Medicaid.
Yeah, but so we should have 3,500, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. I will spend my 200 points on Medicaid.
I'm going to add that up here to your list of advanced skills. Medicaid.
That's cool. That's a skill.
Which is an intelligence skill which you are trained in. Alright, well, Rennick, if you want to administer first aid to yourself,
I would.
so go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll Medicaid, and because you have like plenty of time to do this, I'll go ahead and give you a +10 on this first roll.
Thank you.
And if you succeed,
Oh my god.
you didn't.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I get 3 fate points a session. I'm just gonna try that one again.
3.
Yep. Lucky.
Yeah, Rennick's from an Imperial world. Imperial worlders are very lucky, but not particularly good at anything.
I can't.
Rennick, you heal. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Let's go to the shock table. This is... No, not the shock table. Index. Damage and healing, page 211. So... Wrong way. Sorry, this is taking so long. Medical attention. Medical attention is any action by another character or by yourself. Shoot your entry. Such efforts can range from the applicated. Why can things not be where I want them to be? First aid. When using the Medicaid skill to perform first aid, a successful Medicaid brings damage equal to your intelligence bonus. So, you heal 3 damage, Rennick.
Yeah, boy. Thank you.
Yep. Ow.
Did you take damage? Like, either Rainick takes damage or something?
No, I was like fiddling with the straw of my drink and it fucking stabbed me in the gums.
Oh.
That happens.
I'm gonna be tasting fucking copper for the rest of the night. Okay, but the rest of the ride there is fairly inconsequential. Stay small. Stay small. Like I want you to. Stop that. Stay small. Thank you. There we go. You all transition from the highway to the like bumpy dirt road, the bumpy real dirt road the Hive City is a bit of a rough one on the car. It's not built to be driving like on not tarmac. But after about 20 minutes of kind of off-roading it, you come to the location that Attila was told about, and you find yourself staring at what appears to be a perfectly smooth, round hole that has been not quite tunneled, almost, by the looks of it, almost melted into the ground at a 20% incline, going down as far as you can see, and then continuing on into darkness.
I've seen this movie.
I've seen this hole.
This is Alien vs. Predator. There's going to be a temple down there, and then there's going to be an alien and a predator, and they're going to be fighting, and then we're going to get in the middle of it.
Listen, I don't know. It could be pitch dark.
None of us are pregnant, nor do any of us have asthma.
That we know of.
Listen, just because you're right.
Or was that the one where they looked at the autistic kid and went, "Ah, the superior evolution of human"?
I do not think that was that one.
Okay.
That was
One
Alien
of the
vs.
predators
Predator
definitely
2.
looked at my kind and went, "Ah, yes, they're the future." And I went, "Oh, I don't know, buddy."
Yeah, that's a little.
I appreciate what you were trying to do there, but boy, howdy, don't put that pressure on us. We'll fold like a house of cards. Like we will just.
Also, I don't think there was anyone pregnant in the first Predator.
No, that was the second one.
That was the sequel.
Yes, and then there was a third one, which is not numbered, which is bad.
Anyways, you are all staring down this fucking hole.
How big is it? Like how wide and tall?
It is exactly 8 feet across.
How wide is the car?
The car, considering how poorly it was handling just simply driving across uneven terrain, if you take it down this hole, it will live down this hole.
Will not be getting this out of the hole. Then we will not be fulfilling our mission to bring the car back.
Just to be fair, just because you can't get it out of the hole doesn't mean an enterprising young scum can't get it out of the hole. For all you know, the gangers down here might have a crane. They did have artillery.
Look at Trevor. Well, young man, kill anyone who attempts to get to the car other than us.
What?
What?
Me? Just me? You're not... There's like mutants and animals down here.
Hold on. You're not going down the hole.
No, I was saying he stays with the car.
Oh.
He kills anyone who attempts to get
That's
close.
worse.
He should also not go and stay with the car while it's down here. That alone.
There's like animals and mutants. And no offense, boss, but like really mean hive gangers down here. Like steal your bones, me.
So should we send him back with the car?
I don't really fancy making that drive either.
Stop. Well, you got to pick one.
What else do you want?
We could kill you right here and save you the trouble.
It could be quick. And what do you want?
I would like to have not been assigned this detail.
Tough.
Well, it's unfortunately time travel isn't in our fucking remit, buddy.
You can come with us. You can stay with the car. You no longer care. I'm bored of this conversation.
Lord, I'd like to come with.
No.
In which case, let's just take the car.
Then we can't get it out.
But we're not going to get it out if we leave it here. It's going to be on bricks, if even that.
We'll just have to steal someone else's.
I guess it's more likely that we will save the...
It's already, here's the thing, it's already ticked up. This is whether or not we tick it back down.
True.
And I would also like to point out that twice now we've gone deep into the depths of some form of cave dungeon thing and been teleported elsewhere. We're probably not coming back this way anyway.
You think we're gonna get teleported out and our car will also get teleported with us? That would be useful.
That would be.
Otherwise, when we come out, I'll make you a promise.
Oh my god.
When we get out of here, we can go find the motherfuckers shooting us with the artillery. I will burn them alive, and we can take their car.
They probably don't have a car, but
If they have artillery, and you don't think they don't have a car?
it could just be they carried it with them. Maybe they live under there. What?
Until it's just giving it a... Oh, they just carried it, huh? Like...
We could just carry it. She's like, you know what? Sure. Let's drive the car down this incline.
I would
At least not make it easy.
Not be
York's gonna remove her fucking grappling gun from her belt and just climb out of the car and stand at the side expectantly.
Yarek's gonna go down the safe lane, 20 meters at a time.
Better than hurtling down in a fucking prison made of metal. Actually, to be fair, it's not a prison made of metal because the roof's been torn off. So the second that thing flips over, everyone's being scattered like a bag of gummy bears.
What do you think it's flipping over on?
They said
It's
going
8
down
feet.
the incline. I'm assuming we were just driving down the side of a cliff.
That...
No, it's
we're not stupid.
Hold on, Al, just for reference, the incline I described is like that's a terrible straight line. Hold on.
Like a hill.
20 degrees.
You were using the word hole quite a lot, so I was fully assuming it was just some kind of like...
So like if this is... Hold on. Actually, we can straight up do this because it's got a fucking cone now.
Oh yeah.
It's like this.
But down.
But down.
That
Well, I
doesn't
mean-
look so steep.
How fast is the car going to be going while it's driving down that?
We're not gonna rock it down.
We don't know where the end is.
We don't know what the end is.
In which case, I think Yarrick is probably still gonna take the fucking rocket-propelled grappling hook over the car.
Could ride on top of the car.
There's no roof.
There's no top.
I thought it was just a hole in the top.
No, like completely. The explosive like completely slagged the whole top of the roof.
Not top gone.
You know, if we only lose the top, we've gotten pretty lucky. Alright. Let's start driving.
All right. Is Ishta in the driver's seat for the descent, or is PDF Trooper in the driver's seat for the descent?
I will look over to a tower.
It's the
Looking at me
it's
for
the
it.
PD.
Look at me.
Do you want me to drive on here?
Well, you seem like you really wanted to drive when you
I'm
took
also
the
likely
wheel.
the better driver.
Trooper, what's your name?
Garrick.
Gary, switch places with Ishta.
Eric, if you had to tell us about your driver's skill on a scale of 1 to 100, what number do you think you'd get? It's quirky.
We know his drive is 25.
You as players know that.
Yeah, but I'm far superior to driver.
Alright. You're relieved from duty, Garrick.
Down here?
She means you don't have to drive, Gary.
That is not what she said.
You're relieved of your driving duties. Sit in the back. I'll put you in the trunk with the body.
Do you open the trunk? Atella?
Now I'm concerned.
No.
Attila was just threatening to put him in the trunk with the body, but...
Okay, well, if it was just... Never mind, ignore me. I'm just a silly little guy saying silly little things. Don't go worry about me.
Dewey, if it was that Garrett, this would be an entirely different conversation. That's a far
We would
higher
already
level
be there.
NPC than we are.
Okay, so for those of you in the vehicle, I need a drive check at minus 15 from Ishta.
I take it real slow.
I'm assuming you are, and that's why it's only minus 15. And then for those of you who are not Ishta but are in the vehicle, I need you all to make fear checks.
I'll make a fear check. What do you roll for that?
Willpower.
I have resistance
Any
to make
modifier?
Well, hold on. Ishta, are you accepting, before we get to the fear checks, Ishta, are you accepting this roll?
Unfortunately, I do not have a
Okay. Yeah, so everybody in the vehicle, please make a willpower test. Flat willpower, no benefit, no negative.
This is not the worst ride I've ever been on.
I legitimately cannot fucking roll today. This is a nightmare.
I think I'm gonna fate point that.
Wait, hold on. Harley, you said just a willpower test?
Yes.
Is this
Oh,
for
it
the
is.
fear?
It is a fear test. Resistance to fear gives you plus 10.
Okay, cool.
All right. Cog boys. Cog boys. You are. Fear is a weakness of the flesh, and you have done away with your weakness. Allegedly. And so you are fine.
Boys and cock boys.
Atella, your this ride is pretty shaky. Especially after Ishta hits a weird spot and the car kind of starts to spin a little bit, and you end up going down most of the tunnel backwards at high speed.
Jesus.
What page is that? What's on
300 and something, I think.
What the counts are on 110.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other thing.
113 in your PDF reader. Oh yeah, Ishida, I guess you also do need to take the fear test.
Just because it's happening doesn't mean something, I'm afraid.
Rennick, it's dark. The car is spinning. You have no idea which direction is up or where you're going to land.
And somebody tried to blow me up 2 minutes ago.
And someone tried to blow you up today. At 4 degrees of failure, you don't scream. You just straight pass out.
Excellent.
So what I have is just so you know, I have unshakable faith. So if I fail this roll, I get to just roll.
Unshakable faith.
No negatives, right?
No negatives.
Protect.
Yeah. You successfully keep your cool despite the situation. Before we get to the bottom of the hole, Al, with your grappling hook used as a tether every 20 meters, I am going to need you to make me a climb check at plus 20.
While the catfall skill is also more for active falling than anything else, I do also have that.
That's good. If you do fall, that will help you not die.
Word. Okay, so that is climb with plus what?
Plus 20.
What did I get? 2.8. Yay! Actually, putting points into skills is helpful somewhere.
It takes you a while to get down this hole. It's fucking huge. In fact, you're able to measure it exactly 20 meters at a time. By the time you get to the bottom of the hole, you have traveled roughly 2.5 kilometers, 20 meters at a time. As for the rest of you,
I arrive in one piece.
The car slams into the ground at the bottom of this hole, going roughly 50 miles per hour. And I... Huh?
We all had our seatbelts on.
Did you all have your seatbelts on?
I never took it off.
Yeah, absolutely. We were about to go down a massive, tilt in the dark. You best believe we had our seatbelts.
Ishta was driving.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check to see if Garrick had his seatbelt on. Garrick straight up dies.
Garrick, what the fuck?
No, damn it, Gary. You're actually a trained driver. This is like your one job.
The car slams into the fucking bottom of this tunnel. I need everybody to make a toughness test with plus 15 because you're wearing your seatbelts. Garrick flies out of the open top of the car and crumbles into a fucking pile of meat as he slams into the cave wall.
The driver is dead. All is right in the world.
At essentially terminal velocity. You just hear...
50 miles an hour is not terrible.
The force imparted from the car on his much smaller mass.
It's terminal for him.
Yui was not wearing a seatbelt because Yui kind of had a backup plan for in case the car was about to crash.
What was your backup plan?
Yui's backup plan was to leap from the car before it crashed and use maglev grace to cushion their fall.
So I'm gonna bonus this. I'm actually gonna
I was
bonus
just about to
this.
say, was Yumi about to do a cool flip too and jump out?
Oh,
So
no, cool
you-
flat, not just like a dainty, like a Mary Poppins lamp.
I think this 100% is true because we established in the very first session that Yui and Ishta knew each other previously. So Yui is always prepared to leap out of the car whenever Ishta's driving.
I just
Oh, yeah, 100%.
like, I'm sure this entirely was your plan, but it really has that like kids playing on the school ground thing of like, well, you weren't wearing your seatbelt, and you come flying out of the car and you crash and you die. Nuh-uh, I have the magnet boost, so at the last second I just jump out of the car and I put down and I'm safe.
No, actually, Yui's had this ability for like 2 or 3 sessions now, and just has never had a reason to use it.
Yeah, no, I 100% think he was driven.
Okay, so Argyle, Ishta, and Atella, the car slams into the ground, Garrick fucking flies off into the darkness, and all you hear is a scream followed by a crunch. Your seatbelt hold tight. They like slam. Your like back slams against your seats, and you are like stunned but unharmed. Rennick, why did you roll toughness twice, Rennick?
I used my final fate point.
Okay. Rennick, you
You're unconscious, also.
Oh God.
I don't know if that is going to affect that.
No, you know what? It's fine because toughness rolls are about your body's ability to resist effects, not necessarily about your ability to resist effects.
You don't have to be awake to make them.
And I feel like being unconscious, as long as he's got his seatbelt on, would actually help, because
Yes.
instead of like tensing and giving yourself whiplash, you're just limp.
This is why
Actually, yes.
if you get picked up by a tornado when you're asleep, sometimes it'll just like throw you around, and because you aren't awake, you'll be fine.
I have a hard time believing people don't wake up and do that.
I don't fucking know how it happens.
Rennick,
I miss her sleep. She's a deep sleeper.
Rennick, you wake up like right after the crash, and you are. You don't take any like damage, but you do take a level of exhaustion. Just the stress of the fall and the crash and being fucking mortared. You're already tired of the day.
You see that the driver's gone, and you just know. You weren't even awake for that part. You just know there's a nice red smear that used to be him somewhere in this fucking cave.
Is there a designated place on the character sheet for exhaustion or no?
There isn't on the sheet, which is silly.
Okay.
I've just been having people make note of it in their notes at the bottom.
That's fine.
And as a reminder for people, when you are exhausted, you take -10 on all skill tests and combat tests. And once you reach exhaustion level equal to your toughness bonus, you fall unconscious for 10 minutes. Anyways, Rennick, you come to, you're stressed, you're exhausted, and as everybody's like kind of getting out of the now thoroughly wrecked car, you all watch with a dainty kind of like a very loud buzzing hum as you just descend inch by slow, magnificent inch through the air onto the ground.
Rennick's gonna pull his ass out of the car.
And
then
about 5 minutes, then a couple seconds after that, Yard comes swinging out of the darkness.
Rennick's gonna pull his ass out of the car, wait for everyone else to be out of the car, and then pull a crack grenade out of his pocket.
Atela's like, no, don't.
We need to get rid of the car.
We We might need that for a monster or some shit that's down here.
We need to get rid of the car.
Here, I'll get rid of the car.
If we crash the car at 50 miles an hour, wouldn't that make the car kind of fucked?
You can get
Crash
some.
the back end of the car.
It's kind of fucked, but it's not like...
It's not drivable.
If I
it's
was to
still
torch
harmful for arms.
Yeah, alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open the gas tank. You're gonna aim your flamer down the gas tank. Everybody step back.
Yara, who has just landed and was about to hit the release on the fucking grappling hook, sees the flaming wreck and hears the setup for here. I'm gonna open the engine cap, just aim your flamer at it, and just hits reverse and just starts landing back into the darkness.
I don't think you want to be in the updraft of what we're about to do.
And I pull the trigger on the flamer. Anyone else can do it.
We're in a tube. If one of us gets fried, we're all getting fried.
That's all.
I like how
Roll an
quickly we
A100.
decided this is a lost cause.
Please roll a D100. Oh, okay. Your flamer does not jam. It ignites the...
By the way, I'm not standing next to it. I'm not.
Yeah, we're
Again, we're not making. We're not going to do this. We're not making stupid
Well,
decisions. Like,
you're
everybody's
within.
doing
You have to be
least
at least 20 meters within 20 meters of it, because that's the
Yeah,
range of my
I am at my range of my plane.
Cool. Ishta, I need you to make a dodge test. Anybody
I've not suffered any consequences of my actions.
Anybody else who's within 20 meters, also please make a dodge test.
Nuh-uh.
I am not even close to that.
I opened that shit and then I fucking sprinted out of
Oh,
the
I
way.
pulled the trigger, man.
I
don't know.
heard them talking about the
I don't know,
flavor,
it's
and
how
I walked away.
Okay, I'll make a dodge check because maybe I'm on the like edge of it.
I still would have pulled the trigger as soon as you like got shoulder to shoulder with her, so you might have made it.
Okay.
You
I'm
started
not
shooting
doing this alone.
the second they were
Because she
open the
knows
fuel
you have
can.
a demon in your island. She's kind of harboring.
A dodge test? Yeah, I'm failing this.
Do I still have my precognition?
If you want to have precognition after that crash, you're gonna have to roll it again.
Do I have like a bonus because I'm pretty aware of how combustibles work, being specializing in flamers?
Absolutely not. You have no idea what's gonna happen with this car.
I still was gonna say. Goodbye,
All right,
everyone.
your precognition is up and functioning.
It's almost a coin toss.
I hope
I
this
succeed on the coin toss.
Yay.
So just so we're aware, I have to roll against a 16.
I hope this does kill you, if only because you just said, well, I haven't experienced any consequences for my
Yeah, I know. It's just avoided any consequences of her actions this session. She fully deserves this. Oh!
Hey! That's barely.
I don't. Hold on. I know I say that if it's clean, it's good, but that's 9 whole.
It counts.
I really hate that it fucking does this, that it calls this a success. This should be a failure.
You are technically successful. The best kind of success.
Yeah, I'll take a half success. If it would make
Success with consequences.
Success with consequences is fine. I actually think
Second degree burn.
systems where there's success with consequences and failure with rewards are better.
Okay, sure. Okay, Ishta, you managed to dodge out of the way of shrapnel as your flamer, which is fueled with promethium, ignites the electrical components of this vehicle because Imperial vehicles do not run on gasoline. Imperial civilian vehicles in the 41st millennia run on ionized lithium batteries.
Sorry, I forgot they did clean.
Eppies.
The Emperor protects the environment.
I want to be clear here. This isn't a clean energy thing. It's that one of the weird fucking planets in the setting allegedly is just a planet made entirely of lithium.
Alright.
It's not that it's green, it's that it's just weirdly abundant. Anyways, so this car goes up in a fucking radioactive hellfire. And you managed to dodge the shrapnel, not the flame. So I'm going to give you a choice here. You can either take damage from the fire or take corruption from the radiation.
Oh, I'll take the corruption.
Please roll me 2d10 plus 5.
That sounds way more fun.
Granny needs some extra fingers.
2d10 plus 5.
Yeah.
You can give me 2 plus 5, so 11.
11. So, do you have any corruption otherwise?
I have 1 corruption points. This puts me at 12.
Alright, so let me go to the corruption section. Which is somewhere. Corruption 238. Okay, so all acolytes sooner or later get corruption points. All corruption points. Shut the fuck up. So you are technically now tainted. So you are going to roll for me.
She already rolled the power, so that feels fantastic.
Roll willpower for me, please.
Power?
Yes. For every 10 corruption points a character gains, he must test willpower to see if his corruption has manifested as literal damage to his body and soul.
Make sure I don't have any weird things like that. Not. Willpower. Any negatives? I know I don't get buffs.
No. Your faith protects you. You remain unsullied by the forces of chaos. Kind of. You keep the corruption points.
Oh yeah. No, it's like the seed is there. It just not.
And as a reminder for everybody, much like insanity, if your corruption points ever reach 100, your character is removed from play. Their soul is damned, and they are no longer considered a player character. At that point, they become, at best, a martyr, at worst, a chaos ball. You fought one of those. Well, you didn't fight it. You watched someone else fight it. Anyways, the car is gone. So I...
That horrible noise. Who's doing that? Sorry.
Walking back to the group.
the car is destroyed. I am willing to take down the clock for that. You didn't technically do what I said you had to, but no one's going to be using that for spare parts. Yeah, you guys are at the bottom of this tunnel. As you get your bearings, one, it's dark, it's pitch black, there's no light at all down here. Does anybody have a form of night vision?
Ishta pulls on her readers,
Yep, I absolutely do.
which gives
My
her,
photo contacts
dark sight.
give me no darkness penalty.
I have a photo contact. Only one on my good eye, not on my bad eye.
Right, you got half prices, you only wanted the one. Okay, so what about my cog boys?
Don't they have it built in? Because they're robots?
Do they?
What built in?
Well, that was what I was trying to figure out, is whether it's like an inherent thing, because like I have the auger array, which is like, you know, replaces your eyes with, you know, shit, but I don't think anywhere for tech priests does it implicitly state that you have like built-in night vision. I don't know if the auger arrays include it. I have blind fighting, which gives me like half penalties for obscured vision, but that's blind fighting. It's not blind standing around.
Let me go look at your auger array real quick.
I do not have blind, just chilling.
Blind vibing is like way too expensive.
So your auger array is somewhere in this bitch. Oh my god. Mind impulse.
Here it is. Duplicating the effects of special sensors.
They function identically to a standard boss specs. Because I don't think you got good quality ones, because those are expensive.
Yeah, I think it's just regular ones that I got. So yeah, I guess that means I get just like a kind of radar ping.
Let me...
I think that's what the boss specs did. Get like Geordie LaForge vision.
Detect energy emissions, motion of biological life signs, character using awareness test, mimic. It doesn't explicitly say it counts as radar, but I'll allow that. That's like energy emissions and whatnot. Yeah, okay, so that everybody, that's Dark Sight, Cog Boys, Yarick.
I think I do have
Okay. M's going to get Daisy.
I'm gonna pass Yarick my binoculars that have heat vision in them.
I have magnoculars, but I was assuming that trying to
Same thing.
navigate explicitly using binoculars was just going to be disorienting.
Magnoculars affect.
Absolutely.
They do detect heat in higher quality versions, but not normal quality versions. What do you have? What are you giving? Kate.
I had a set of magnoculars on my list.
Yarick, do you have any money? Are you?
I have 474.
If you would like to, you could. just find the thing. You could pick up a pair of photo visors for 100 gil. We could say that happened prior to coming down here. Because you are an experienced assassin, and you would know that going into the dark involves being properly equipped.
Yep, fair.
Okay, cool. As you all get your various photo visors and auspex arrays calibrated and activated, you realize the cavern you're in is significantly larger than it first appeared in the darkness. The ground that you are standing on is in fact also not dirt anymore. It is some kind of like polished silvery metal into which alien runes have been inscribed upon. In the distance, you can barely make out at the edge of where your magnoculars and auspex rays can pick up data. You see the glinting edges of a massive alien pyramid.
Oh no.
See, I told you. I'm not going back.
I guess we better go forward then.
Yes. I get the feeling. Yes.
Are these not normally in caves?
Generally speaking, no.
Yarrick, who comes from a fucking caveman world, who has absolutely seen weird pyramids in caves.
Also, just like, I don't fucking live here.
I don't fucking.
How am I? Who am I to turn around and be like, there should be a fucking pyramid in this cave? Like, everyone else isn't just gonna turn around and be like, we love the cave pyramid, and it's kind of fucked up that you don't actually. What do you mean?
As you begin to make your way towards the pyramid, you all see that each step you take is actually very slightly causing the metal floor, the runes on the metal floor, to glow with a faint, soft blue shimmer. Which one of you is currently holding the alien power source?
The one that was given to me?
Yes.
I assume I still have
The glow around your feet, Ishta, is slightly brighter and lingers for slightly longer after you've stepped away. As you continue to move forward, the pyramid is a fairly long distance off still, but each step you take, more and more of its structure comes into sharper focus in your magnoculars, and those of you, the cog boys with their auspexes, are starting to pick up faint energy readings coming off of the pyramid, and more importantly, our cog boys, I need each of you to make for me a tech use test as something, some consciousness inside that pyramid reaches out to talk to you.
Do I get any modifier to it?
No.
Okay. You know what? No, I'm not going to fate point that because yeah, at least one of them got through. I did forget to roll my D10 though. Was that D10? Because yeah, every time you roll a D10, if you get like a 9 or 10, you get a fate point back. Oh.
Limited fate
at the
points.
time.
You attempt to reach out to touch this consciousness, and as you do, it curls back and almost seems to, despite having initiated this contact, it curls back and almost seems to have decided to ignore you. And instead, Argyle, you hear the soft kind of, you hear like soft whispers, not quite full words yet, just mumbled nonsense of a machine spirit trying to rebuild itself.
Oh.
With basically 3 degrees of success, you get the feeling that it's asking for your help.
Can I commune with?
Yes.
What do you need? Or am I speaking to it, like, with my voice, or is it in my mind?
It's kind of in your mind. It's almost like when you use the noosphere to talk to other tech priests.
I'm gonna ask him what he needs help with and why should I help?
You get back a kind of vague sense of like incompleteness and like an offer of friendship.
I say out loud, it wants us to help it rebuild itself, and it wants to be our friend.
What does?
This machine spirit. There's a machine spirit somewhere in July. Oh, it absolutely could lie, but
Then why trust?
I don't know. Do I feel a certain? Can I make some sort of like perception to see if it's like lying?
Make an inquiry check.
Oh, this is gonna go terribly.
Argyle, you have no reason to distrust this machine spirit. In fact, as you continue to commune with it and to explain what you're hearing to your friends, to your comrades, you are reminded of one of the creeds of the cult Mechanicus, that of the preservation and renewal of technology. You have an obligation to this thing. It asks for your help. It's clearly a rope. It's clearly technology of some kind. It should be repaired, cataloged, and if possible, brought back to Mars. And I'm also going to take the Necron event.
Uh-oh.
But now I wonder if Argyle is like... I'm just wondering if Argyle is thinking that, or I only serve one machine spirit, and it's the Omnissiah.
As this thing touches your mind, you get the distinct impression that whatever it is not. It's not a god machine. It's not nearly at that level.
Okay.
So it would not be. It wouldn't be conflicting with your faith.
I will ask if I could still commune with it. I'll ask what does it need me to do or us to do.
You get a series of images inserted into your mind. The power source that you saw, the power source given to Ishta, the strange artifact that you handed over to the Necrons, and several other artifacts that are similar in size and shape to the one you handed over to the Necrons. And then you get a distinct sense of desperate wanting.
I look over at Ishta and I say, "Can you please hand over the artifact?"
I have a question.
What's up?
When does that? Because I know technically they're like, oh yeah, the Omnisci, and people are like, that's just the Emperor, right? And they're all like, of course it is, wink wink imagination. But like, how far does that go before it's just like, no, fuck you, and you're
that's kind of up to interpretation.
Would it be weird if Ishta was like, suddenly, no?
I don't think so.
You just want to help some random machine that you've only just met by giving it an alien power source to let it do Emperor knows what. Is that what I understand?
I don't want to help it for its sake. I want to help it so that the Mechanicum can gain as much knowledge as possible, and that it's my duty.
What if you give it the power source and it just kills all of us?
Or it won't, and it will help mankind prosper for eternity, and the machine kind for eternity.
But you're willing to risk powering up something you've only just met. You just believe it.
That's a con, man. This sounds like a fucking con.
Yui, what do you think?
The machine chose not to speak to me. This may be because it only has the energy to speak to one of us. It may be because of another reason. I do not feel it is my place to say.
Unfortunately, I am not linked into whatever conversation. So no, until I have at least a bit more proof that it's going to murder us, isn't going to murder us, and that it isn't just the aliens that were robots that we've been sent to root out, asking for it back, well, it's going to stay firmly in my position.
For once, I agree with the old meeting. Random ghost, not possible.
As much as I would like to help this spirit, I do believe that Ishta is correct. Perhaps we should maintain some form of caution for the time being.
All right, we will be cautious for now.
It's not a hard no. I just need more information.
I understand.
More data.
Argyle pulls out a calculator and starts to take it away. Yes, more data is needed.
By the way, I'm really nice to know. I just got your background.
Thank you.
Whatever decision you come to, I will stand by it.
I would like, Harley, if this is a, what did we say in, like, the first session? Was it just a regular Etch-a-Sketch? Or is this a futuristic?
No, it's like straight up an Etch-a-Sketch from 1995.
Okay, I would like to draw out all of the artifacts and images that, like, because the images that I received are all the, like, multiple artifacts, right? Not just the ones that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
I would like to draw all of those out on the Etch-a-Sketch.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make for me, Argyle, a tech use. You're pretty good with an Etch-a-Sketch. You've had it for a while. Go ahead and make this one at +10. Yeah, those are some fucking artifacts.
Okay, and then, I mean, I guess because I'd be walking around with it, it'd be getting shaken up. I'm like, everyone look at all of these. Everyone, like, burn
Raynick,
your brain. Take a picture.
Raynick
Take a
takes a
mental
picture. Yeah, Raynick takes a literal picture of the pictograph. So that they can all look at it later.
Nice.
This is what all the alien artifacts look like. This is what was communed to me. We will not have this image forever because I lack the STC for a more in-depth Etch-a-Sketch that can save things.
Does it look like there's an entrance?
As you get closer, as you come up to the base of the pyramid, it doesn't seem like there's an apparent entrance until you step within about, I want to say, 10 or so meters, at which point the floor beneath your feet, specifically Ishta, begin to glow like a bright, effervescent blue, and the paneling on the side of the pyramid starts to shift and fold itself apart into a doorway.
There. Wait. Begins to stride.
Everybody follows, right?
Yeah.
As you all enter into the pyramid, you find yourselves, first off, as soon as the last of you enters the pyramid, the doorway through which you entered folds back into itself, back into a wall. And you find yourselves standing in what appears to be a walkway around a near bottomless pit, the walls of which, as it goes down, the walls of which are shoulder to shoulder, foot to head, layer after layer after layer, entombed metal sarcophagi.
Hey, Harley.
Yeah.
So you said this area is like glowing blue, right?
Yes.
Were the Necrons that we faced before also glowing blue?
Yes.
Okay.
That's suspicious.
That's weird.
That's weird.
As you look down into the pit, there are like crisscrossing. There's no solid floor anywhere, but there are dozens of like crisscrossing pathways going down and down and down and down. All of them lit up with this same blue glow. And the crisscrossing pathways continue up as well into the pyramid. And as you all look up, you make eye contact with the same pair of Necrons that you met earlier. One of whom, the one with the glaive, looks down at you and says, very audibly despite the distance, right on time. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
We about to die.
Thanks, Harley.
Yeah, I gotta hold on. I gotta turn the recording off.
Oh gosh. Chaos.
Goodbye, recording.
Goodbye, recording.
Goodbye, recording.
Goodbye, recording.